If it says recording top left, it's recording.
Yeah.
If you want at any point pause it, press that. I would expect it's going to be pretty similar to what you had on your previous one. Slight differences perhaps, as in the handle for your stabiliser is going to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's exactly the same stabiliser.
Yeah.
So have you got a new toggle? Did you clean it off?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did. Yes.
That's good. ATC? You probably didn't have that on
No, I
your
haven't had that before.
Have
No.
you read anything about that or heard anything about that one?
No, I just know we've got a discount on the insurance because
Yeah,
he's got it.
Good, he's got it, yeah.
So what does it do exactly?
Are you videoing that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's,
Sorry.
it's a stabiliser. Or it obviously works alongside this. All it does is apply the brakes to the caravan. So what it does is detect that movement. If it detects that,
Right.
applies the brakes slowly,
Right.
comes off the electrics off your car, so it comes through that. That is an indicator light. Okay, so when you plug it in, you'll hear it self-test. So you hear the brakes testing itself, and then you'll see an indicator light come up there to say what the test was.
Right.
So if it's green solid light, that means it's okay, ready to go. If it's flashing green, hasn't quite completed its test, but normally from travelling from here to the gate, say 100 yards, it will go solid green. If it goes red, obviously problem. So what you can do is disconnect your electrics from your car, give it a few seconds, plug it back in, hopefully it will reset.
Right.
If not, obviously it's still a problem. You're obviously going to get it checked out.
But you can drive. You can drive with it red.
Yeah, you may be able to drive without the system working.
I was going to say if we're stuck somewhere.
Yeah. So what we do is move it just to see if it will move. If it will move, obviously the brakes haven't been applied, and you should be able to still drive with it.
Right.
Same with the flashing red light. If it's flashing red light, again the brakes may have been applied. So again, you can just unplug your electrics, plug them back in again
Right.
just to check. And then if it's still going flashing red, then again see if it will move. If it won't move, then obviously brakes have been applied. You're not going to be able to move it. There is a bar between the system and your brakes that you can take out to release the brakes, but that means getting on your back and fiddling around with the spanners underneath. So it's more than likely better to get an engineer or something.
Yeah, I'm just
involved.
thinking if we're abroad or something.
Yeah. So close someone like AA or something like that would probably be able to do that anyway.
Right. Right.
Okay. But that's if, obviously if.
Yes,
it,
yes.
does happen. But they're usually pretty reliable, these systems,
Yeah.
so you shouldn't have that much problem with it anyway. Okay?
Yep.
Right, so you're happy with everything else on there?
I think so. Yeah.
Handbrake
Everything else is
and
basically the
jockey
same
wheel.
as
Yeah,
usual.
exactly
Yeah.
the same. It's just
Yeah.
fancier handles and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Under here, I don't know if you had this on your previous van, which is a dual control regulator. Can you see that? Did you have one of them on before?
No.
Possibly not.
No.
Okay, with this type of regulator, you can have two cylinders set up. I've got just mine on at the moment.
Yeah.
You can set two cylinders up side by side, both operating, so both turned on ready. So if you imagine, say, this is your main one, and that's this side, you can have another pigtail coming off there to another gas cylinder this side,
Right.
so that'd be your reserve. Okay, so see this arrow here, so you point that to the one cylinder you want to use.
Right.
Okay, that's indicating you've got gas. So if you're using this cylinder here, and then obviously you exhaust that, because obviously you've been doing a lot of cooking or whatever,
Yeah.
or heating or whatever.
Yeah.
So you've used this cylinder up. What it will automatically start doing is draw gas from this. Obviously, as long as this one's switched on, your reserve
Yeah.
switched on, will start drawing gas in. So you won't notice if you're cooking or you're heating, it's not going to stop. It'll continue running.
Yeah.
What you will find though, if obviously when you're coming in and out of this the gas locker regularly, say if you're going to top your water or whatever, just check just to see if that is still green. If it's gone red, well, your main one has run out.
And that
it's now running on your.
Is the left-hand one always the main one?
No.
How do you know which is the main one? If you've got them both
That's
connected.
pointing. That's
Oh, I see.
That's
Yeah.
pointing to your main one.
Oh, I
yeah.
see. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
obviously when you've exhausted this one, that will become
if
your main one. Then that
right.
one will be
So if that's
reserved.
gone red, it means that
This one,
the one it's pointing to is
yeah,
empty.
is
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as I said, you make
Yeah.
sure you looking at it quite often
Yeah.
if you know it's getting close to being
Yeah.
empty. Because if that goes red, you're starting to draw the other one.
Yeah.
And if you don't notice, you'll empty that one as well
Without realising. Yeah.
So if you do recognise, oh, that's red, I'll turn it across to the other one.
Yeah.
Then you can change that
Right.
one. and-
Okay. Well, we've got two cylinders. What George was going to swap one.
Right.
We've got one in the back here, which is nearly empty. You see, so he said part of the deal was he'd swap one for a
Okay.
new one.
Yeah, no problem.
But I've got I've got a full one back at home. But I haven't bothered bringing that for just overnight. You know, obviously.
It's one of the things. If you rally and do whatever, without a lot of electric, obviously your gas.
No, we don't tend to
If
do
you're
that,
using
yeah.
a lot of gas, then
Yeah.
that's useful.
Yeah,
useful
yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
What you can do is you don't have to have both connected. Just use it as you would before with a single regulator.
Yes.
and-
Yeah. Is there a pipe
That's
in there somewhere for the?
Yeah.
other-
Yeah. It's here. Yeah.
So there, right.
Yeah. So that was there. Yeah. That one's mine. You've got a braided
Oh,
one
I see.
there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Right. Down this. If you come this way, go down this side. Just one side on this here. So obviously Akerol, water in.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably similar to what you had before.
Yeah, it
You
is.
just pull the
Same,
trigger.
yeah.
That's your vent for your boiler. Okay.
Right.
On the previous one, I'm
We had to
assuming you
lift
had a
it.
fire and a boiler separate.
Yes,
Yeah?
we did.
This
yes.
is all combined into one unit.
Yes.
That is the vent there. Yeah, as you were saying.
So the other one, you had to
Yeah,
lift the.
if you want to use it on gas, yes.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a pain, that wasn't
Yeah. So that, yeah, if you forgot, you ended up coming out.
Yeah, it's
to
also
cooling
very
area.
stiff as well.
Yeah.
So that's just you leave that
that's it.
alone.
You don't. There's nothing to take off. That's how it is.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Battery fitted.
Is that our old battery or?
I don't know. To
Right.
be honest. All I know, there's a
Oh, well,
battery
I'll-
fitted. So if it's
I'll
your
ask-
old one or if it's a new one, I'm not sure. That's
Yeah,
George.
I'll ask George.
Okay. So 240 connection there. Obviously, your motor mover connection there. I'm assuming is your
So
motor
the
mover.
motor
as well.
move, yeah, we
Yeah.
swapped it over.
So it's
So
just beyond- it's just
where's
beyond
the
the
thing? Oh, it's behind
Yeah,
now,
just
is
beyond
it?
there. So obviously
Right.
you should always pull
Yeah,
electrics out
take it
when you're
out.
using it.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. Wastewater outlet.
Yeah, it's the
See
same.
there. So you get the same. Yeah. Total cassette.
Yeah, it's
That's something similar.
looks the same.
Yeah, the same with the wheels
Yeah,
and the handle.
looks
Yeah.
exactly the same.
And then you've got your drain for your drain pipe for your flush tank up here on
didn't
the
know
plastic ledge. You know that? Just on this plastic ledge here, you've got that drain
Oh right.
for your flush tank.
Oh, I didn't realise that because we've always just emptied it by
Just flushing
by
it through.
filling it all in there. You see.
Well,
but,
good, it is good to do that because one, you're clearing the water out the pump when you're
Yeah,
doing that,
yeah.
so any water is not going to be held up in the pump and
yeah,
freeze.
yeah.
Just drain the last little bit through there.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And that just hides up there.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, just myself on the cable.
Sorry, that's getting anywhere.
All right. Okay. Obviously, there's access on one of the beds.
Yep.
Obviously, just be careful you're not putting up anything too hefty behind the axle. So obviously,
Yes.
even though
Yeah.
you have got ATC, it still makes sense
Oh,
to,
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
load correctly
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, well, I've got a torque spanner there. Obviously, it's very important you check your wheel nuts regularly. So before you go on each trip, I always check mine. It is 130 newton meters if you have got a torque
I've
spanner.
got a torque spanner.
If not, just use your wheel nut wrench just to make sure that it is
Right.
tight.
Yeah.
Okay, but a torque wrench is obviously sensible if you get one of them,
Yeah.
so you know you've got it to the correct setting.
Right. It says in the handbook, presumably, what
Yeah,
the
it does say
torque
on
setting
the
is.
plate here as well.
Oh right.
So it does say steel as well, which is 88, which obviously doesn't apply to alloy, which is 130.
Right.
Okay,
right.
yeah, and it does say in the handbook.
I bet my son-in-law's got one actually. Thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Yes,
I've got one there because I'm going to check
Yeah.
yours as well before
Yeah.
you leave.
And he's put our own mover on.
Yeah.
It's quite dirty compared with the rest of the
Well,
car.
that's it, yeah. You get the polish in it. Right. 240 outlet.
Yeah.
Gas barbecue point.
Yeah.
There. There's the access again underneath.
Yeah. It's all basically the same.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a huge amount of difference. You've got an alarm on this one. I'm not sure if you had an alarm on the last
Yes, we
one.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably something similar to that one.
Yeah.
You
And
get-
it's got a tilt sensor as well, hasn't it? With
tilt
attached to
and
the alarm.
VIR sensor,
Yeah. We had to ring you up because when I rang the insurance,
Yeah, they want to know.
they said it's got an alarm. Well, I hadn't got a list of because this is an SE.
Yes.
I hadn't got a list of the additional items.
No.
So I said, well, I think it's got an alarm. I said, So
Yeah, because standard doesn't now.
And then they
So,
didn't. Nobody knew if it got a tilt sensor, but anyway, we sorted it out in the end.
Yeah, so it's got all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Then
Good.
your
Yeah.
keys. This is just in here.
We've got two sets. So, yeah. No, one set, two
I was just
sets.
thinking, you've got an alarm.
Shouldn't have an alarm.
I was going to say, yeah, that's an alarm box. And that hasn't got alarm keys.
Oh.
So we have got the correct